If you've been scrolling through a dozen kennel options, watching video after video, and still feel stuck wondering whether the extra square footage actually matters, you're not alone. I've been in that exact spot. A big-yard owner with two energetic dogs, a limited budget, and a need for something that can handle rain, wind, and a bit of backyard chaos. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this video, I'm going to walk through why the 4 by 8 foot value kennel and vinyl cube dog house combo from Cove Products might be the sweet spot you've been looking for, and where it could fall short if your situation is a little different. First off, let's talk about the real-world setup most buyers face. You have a yard that's not a full acre, but you still want a safe, enclosed area where your dog can run, sniff, and take a nap without you having to chase them back inside every 5 minutes. The 48 footprint gives you enough room for a medium to large dog to stretch out, but it also fits snugly against a fence or a sidewall, which is handy if you're trying to keep the overall footprint down. The combo includes a vinyl cube house that slides into the kennel, giving your pet a dry retreat when the weather turns. From what I could gather, the vinyl is the same material you see on most outdoor storage sheds. It's thick enough to resist punctures from a curious pup, yet flexible enough to fold flat for storage if you ever need to move the whole thing. Who should really consider this combo? If you have a single dog or a pair that generally gets along and you want a dedicated outdoor room that can double as a playpen, it makes sense. Think of a family with a Labrador who loves to chase a ball across the grass, then retreats to a cool spot when the sun is high. The kennel's height is enough for a dog to stand comfortably, so they can keep an eye on you while you're working on the patio. The vinyl cube is especially useful if you live in a climate where rain is more than an occasional drizzle. The house can be left open in the summer for ventilation and closed in the winter to keep drafts out. For renters who can install a permanent fence, the kennel's interlocking panels are a portable alternative. You can set it up in a backyard, a park, where allowed, or even on a driveway while you're renovating. On the flip side, there are buyers who should probably skip this. If you have a giant breed, say a Great Dane or a Bernese Mountain Dog, the 48 dimensions may feel cramped after a few weeks of use. The vinyl house, while water-resistant, isn't insulated, so in sub-zero temperatures it won't retain much heat. You'd still need a blanket or a heated pad inside, which adds another cost and a maintenance step. Also, if you're looking for a fully permanent, built-in dog house that integrates with a concrete slab, this combo won't cut it. It's designed for flexibility, not for a permanent landscaping fixture. Now, let's dig into the practical strengths that show up after the box is opened. The first thing most owners notice is the ease of assembly. The panels slot together with a simple click-in system, and because there are no screws or tools required, you can have the whole enclosure standing in under 30 minutes. That's a big win if you're not a DIY enthusiast. The vinyl cube slides into a groove on one side of the kennel, and the door latches with a simple snap closure that stays secure even if your dog paws at it. In everyday use, I've seen owners let their dogs roam in the kennel while they mow the lawn or grill. The dogs stay inside without needing constant supervision, which reduces the chance of a sudden dash onto the street. Another point worth highlighting is the durability of the materials under typical backyard wear and tear. The panels are made from a high-density polymer that resists UV fading, a common complaint with cheaper plastic kennels that turn pink after a summer. In the field, this means the kennel retains its original color longer, which is more than an aesthetic perk. It also signals that the material hasn't broken down, preserving its structural integrity. The vinyl house is reinforced at the corners, so the seams don't split when a curious dog tries to climb out or when a strong wind lifts the corners. I've read about owners who live in windy coastal areas, and they reported that the house stays put when they add a few sandbags to the base, which is a simple, inexpensive fix. Where the combo shows its hidden trade-offs is in the flooring. The bottom of the kennel is just a solid polymer panel. There's no drainage or raised flooring. If you have a yard that tends to collect puddles after rain, the interior can become slick, and a muddy dog will track water into the house. Some users mitigate this by laying